What is up, players? Now it is that time again. It is time for Golden Expedition. And I know a lot of you guys are free-to-play players, low spenders, or just don't want to lose too many troops in this event because it's just not worth it, is it? The rewards are okay if you don't lose too much, but if you actually start fighting and lose many troops, it's just not worth it. So in this video I just want to give you guys a few options how to gain points without losing too many troops. Because there have been buffs. There have been buffs to the point scoring system for gathering resources and killing tribes, for example, and doing damage to the elephant. So you have options out there to gain points without losing too many troops. So let's get into it. Now the first and probably the best way to gain points in this event, as for now, they might still be changed in the future, so just keep an eye out for the date this video was posted. But for now, one of the best ways to gain points is just to gather resources. Okay, you find a spot on the map. I'll show you quickly where I am. I'm just in a random spot in the enemy territory. That is very important. You only get points in the enemy territory. Actually, right now I'm not in a good spot. I just teleported here and I decided to farm in enemy territory right in their hive, so they'll attack me with my main march just to get some points, just to annoy them, right? But what I would normally do is find a spot in zone 2 somewhere. Let's say here. I was there before, I marked it. You teleport here, and from there on you can farm. You find some level 5 or 6 nodes. If the plentiful resources event is on there, you find one of these and just gather away. Now, one very important thing you need to keep an eye on is that once you gather, that's fine. Auto unit quantity. Make sure to have this on. If you have this off, you send a march with full troops. What does this mean? Well, this means that if you get attacked and killed, you lose way more troops than necessary. Because it does not make a difference how many troops you send for your gathering bonus. See, if I have less, gathering bonus is still 55%. The only thing that matters here is that you use your gathering commanders. Okay, so make sure you send out your best gatherers. Usually one epic, and one legendary, 2 epics. As you can see, my gathering bonus here is 221. 240 even for this one. So we get a lot of points. So it's definitely worth it to do this. Just make sure to find a nice and quiet spot where you have less chance of getting found. And if you get found, then just make sure you have your auto unit quantity on, so you have minimal losses. Okay, that's the best way to get points. Because if we get into here, we go to how to get your points. Gather 100 resources from the other server, except from armories. That's a very important one. Don't get armories during Golden Expedition if you want to earn points. To earn 60 points. So every 100 is 60 points, which is quite a lot, okay? It is almost 1-to-1. So 60%. So if you get 1 million resources, you should get 600,000 points. If you get 3 million. So this one, for example, has 13 million resources. So this would roughly get you 8 million points, which is a lot, because it only takes you 20 hours to get 8 million points. Now, you can't do this with every single one, obviously, because this one is extra fast. Actually, I'm only farming this with my Lubu, so this can be way higher. So, gathering resources is a great way to gain points, but that's not the only way. The second best way to get points is just killing tribes. Just kill some tribes. Okay, what you have to do is, it doesn't even matter where you are, just stay close to your citadel. Just auto field battle, use your daily stamina, right? Just set up your march, make sure to have a good march to do this, just in case you get attacked, that you can get back safely. And just auto. Now, normally I wouldn't do it where I am right now, I would do it at the place where I'm farming, just to be safe. But if you do this and get resources, you easily get your points. You easily get these points, these 14 million. At the moment I am at 87.2 million, and it's pretty much just from gathering and killing tribes. And I haven't even done much yesterday. It's pretty much a 1.5 day of gathering and killing tribes. So these two ways are definitely buffed compared to before, and it is worth it just to do this, because if you go to the store, right, the store at first glance looks pretty good. You know, it's a good store. The problem is that you can't buy everything. You can't even buy half of the stuff that's in there. And the event is so long, you do so many troops that it's just not worth it. But if you just gather resources, be smart, kill your tribes, then you can get at least your universals, you can get your epic gems, maybe even a few training speed up depending what you need, a few of these, you know, it just depends what you need. Make sure if you do lose a lot of troops that you have your recovery tokens. Don't buy too many of them, just make sure you have the right amount, because I've bought too many of them before and it's just a waste. But the shop is pretty good if you're smart about how to tackle this golden expedition. Now I do still think that there's a lot of improvements in golden expedition. I still think it's not optimized. I think it's a bit better than it was. That it's only 3 days now instead of 4, and they buffed the points for gathering and tribes. Very good. But I think we're not there yet, okay? As many people have said, we need objectives. But that's for a different video. Now there's more ways to get points, but these ways are a bit less effective. Of course, you can kill players and troops to get points. Now the best and most efficient way to do this is just kill farms, okay? Depending how their opponent has their hive set up. See, this opponent has their hive quite, it's a fortress. It's very hard to get in there. So killing tribes here killing farms here is just very hard to do. Now this is a good example actually. He is doing a caravan, right? This is a great opportunity to kill some troops if you want to, okay? These farms, you can kill these farms to get some easy points. Now, you don't get as many points from this as gathering or killing tribes, but still if you're bored, then I would suggest to walk around and kill some tribes. Not tribes, farms, and people doing caravans and events and stuff, right? Another way to get points is just to kill enemies. Okay, this is not as efficient as gathering and killing tribes, but it is way more fun than any of those, right? So if we have a look at the points, you can see that defeating one enemy unit is 5, you know, level 7, tier 7 is 75 points, gravely wounded is 15 points, you know, so you do get points for that. But the losses just aren't worth it, to be honest, unless you're either fighting for Stellar, top 1, which we aren't, or you're a Kraken or a whale and you're just bored and want to fight, go for it, right? That's what this event is for. But as a free-to-play and low spender, I would be very careful with it. I would fight around the Golden Elephant events, because the Golden Elephant gives some decent points as well. The actual Golden Elephant gives about, I think, 300-400 million points for the whole server. So it's definitely worth it. Now, I do have a few tips about the Golden Elephant as well. I don't have any footage right now and it's not on. But if you're a lower level player, then I will just join a rally, okay? Send a rally to the Golden Elephant and join a rally with your best troop and get points that way. It's not worth walking into the Golden Elephant and getting killed, okay? Because that is what's gonna happen if you're not strong enough. Just look at your account and say, hey, how do I compare to the people that are there? Am I way weaker? Then just stay out of it. Just join the rally and get points that way. Now you could join a counter rally, for example, to their rally. Make sure to put troops in that counter their troops. But besides that, I would stay out of it. Just get the points that way and go back to farming. Now if you want to do a bit of PvP, you could do it around there. It's just very hard to do because honestly, it's just a big farm for whales and krakens, you know, because they can kill anyone that walks in, and that's what they do. They usually stand on the outside, wait till people walk in and kill them. So it's not that much fun for lower people, but it's great fun for whales and krakens, but sadly there's not that many of them, right? So it's fun for a few people, but it sucks for most. But the rallies, they're fine, they're good fun. And then there's one more way to get points, which is the least efficient way, and I would really not recommend doing that at all. It is just zeroing citadels, okay? I would not zero this guy because he's roughly the same power as me, but you can find some players that are between 24 and 26, for example, and attack their citadels and zero them. Now I would only I wouldn't even suggest it for Krakens, but only do this if you have like just too many troops, if you don't care, if you are Kraken, if you just want to get more points and you can't find any other way to do it, then you can zero some citadels. But I really would not suggest it during the full scale attack. You can find it here, full scale attack there. Your hospital gets a 700k boost, so everyone's hospital is at least 700k. I believe mine is at 1 million right now, which means 1 million of your troops won't be killed. So if we have a look here at the hospital, where is my hospital? Everything got moved around because I changed my civilization to French. Hospital heal. See, I have pretty much 1 million capacity. And how many troops do I got? Not enough. I have 900,000 troops. So all of my troops pretty much fit in the hospital. So I won't take any losses really if people try to zero me, because everything fits in my hospital. I will take some losses, but not that many. I think the opponent will take 70% losses. So it's not worth it. It's not worth it. And anyone has 700,000 hospital capacity. So if you are going to zero anyone, find a citadel that has like 1.5 to 2 million troops and try on them, because you can get a decent amount of deaths for them in that case. But I just would not suggest it at all. And it's no fun either, you know, it kind of ruins the servers. I know sometimes you have to do it because, you know, you have to win Stellar, or you want to win Stellar, you want to win the game mode, whatever reason. I know the game kind of pushes towards it, and if you're up against kingdoms that do it as well, you're kind of forced to do it, you know. So I'm not hating on it. I understand why people do it, but I just don't think it's worth it for 99.9% of people. It's just not worth it. Now, they're the main ways to get points. If we go to the points quickly, we can see if I missed anything. I can show you how many points you get for attacking the elephant as well. 10,000 damage is 8,000 points. It's almost 1-to-1. I think it has 400 million HP now. So you get decent points for that as a kingdom. So they are very important, the elephants. So make sure to do them as your kingdom and find a way to maximize your damage as a kingdom, because we are so far behind because we lost a lot of elephants. To be honest, they've been doing way better on the elephants, and they just have more power than us as well. So what can you do? What can you do? But yeah, that's pretty much it for this video. So just to summarize, in the Golden Expedition, the main things you want to do if you want to maximize your rewards are gathering in the opponent's kingdom, find a good quiet spot and just farm there, anywhere in zone 2. I would not go to the edges right there, because that's the first place anyone looks. I will just find a place like, you know, go over there for example. You know, I would go here, a farm there, and then just once you gather, auto quantity on, very important, so you minimize losses when attacked. And attack tribes, use all your stamina after exploration, because this is still very important. After you've done your exploration, you can use the rest of your stamina on your tribes in the opposing kingdom, okay? In your own kingdom you don't get any points, so go to the opponent's kingdom, use your daily stamina, fight some tribes, and don't forget to use the stamina you get from your villagers. In case you don't know, I will show you quickly right there. But you should know this by now, because it is quite a bit. There, if you do this, 3 villagers, you get 50 stamina, and the cooldown is 2 days. So every 2 days you get a free 50 stamina. So what I can do now is use this stamina to kill my tribes, but I just need to teleport because this guy decided to be right next to me and annoy me. So yeah, it's part of the game. But anyway, I hope this all helps you a bit and gets you the maximum amount of rewards from Golden Expedition. The store is quite good. Buy what you need, but buy these first and then go from there. Just buy what you need. So hopefully this guide helps you a bit, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.